Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Jeevan. I'm a fourth year medical student studying in Poland. Now, if you would like to know which Polish medical university I go to, well, make sure you go and check out this video here. And well, let's get straight into the video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 11 tips on how to survive the first year of medical school. So make sure you stay till the end of the video, well, to hear them all. Now, for all of you who have just got accepted into medical university, first off, congratulations, and second off, I know how you're feeling. For the majority of you, this will be the first time that you'll be away from home for such a long time. You will start facing the challenges of being an adult, and hence being independent. That being cooking your own meals, managing your time, managing your money, but also, in the same time, you are about to experience some of your best years in your life. So, hold on tight. Okay, no, that was just cringy. Now, before we start the video, make sure to drop a comment below letting me know which university you guys are going to and of course which course you will be attending. And for me, that's just very cool to see from which part of the world do people watch my videos, the sort of general demographics. And then other than that, let's get straight into the video. First off, meet as many people as possible. Now, at the beginning of university, you have something known as Freshers Week, or in Poland, you have Father Weekend, which is basically the Freshers Week compressed into the weekend. And it's a week where you get to meet everybody in your first year and obviously in the older years, and you guys party, you guys do those games and stuff. It gets crazy, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, this week or weekend, you're gonna have a great time and you are going to be surrounded by so many people. And this is a great opportunity for you to start introducing yourself, to start getting known to other people. Don't be shy to introduce yourself. Know that everybody there is also in the same position as you, because everybody there is new. Everybody there are seeing new faces, and hence a lot of people are shy to introduce yourself. But you be that person to sort of break the awkward ice and introduce yourself, and try and introduce yourself to as many people as possible. University is a great place to stock up your contacts. As I'm sure we've all heard, contacts generally in life is very, very important. And the fact that you're in a place where you're surrounded by so many people, this is a great time to have contacts from all around the world. Especially if you're going to be studying medicine in Poland, it is super international. So like myself, I've got medical student friends from all parts of the globe. Everything from Scandinavia, Brazil, Spain, Germany, India, Iran, and the list just goes on. And of course, this is also the time where you make friends as well. You know, having friends in university is very important. University is a place where you can make some of your best friends. Now, I would like to give a couple of bits of advice when making friends. Generally, when you're making friends, make sure that you make friends where you can be yourself in front of them, where you don't have to put on another character or another mask in order to suit them, because that is not real friendship and that is not you being true to yourself. And that's the most important thing in this video. You will hear me say you a lot, because at the end of the day, it is about you. And make sure you make friends where you're comfortable around them. That is what is going to have a really good friendship. Also, don't feel bad for you maybe only having 2 or 3 friends, and then you have other people who have 10, 15, 25 friends, because honestly, again, it does not matter, because you'd rather have a small number of good quality friends who will actually have your back, rather than a cohort of people or like an army of friends who are only there for the fun and not really there to have your back. Try and make sure that you get yourself into a good friend group which has a good friendly atmosphere, where again you guys can also be yourself, and also an atmosphere where you're not too competitive with each other. Okay, now being a little bit competitive with each other within a friend group is good, because it allows you to push yourself, it allows you to push each other, motivate each other, but not to the point where, let's say if one does better in one exam, one puts that person down. You guys have to work together. I know any field you study generally is always competitive, but try and not make your friend group as competitive, because at the end of the day, all of you are going to graduate and become doctors. That's it. And with that friendly environment, there are going to be times where you're going to miss lectures, you're going to be sick, so on, for personal reasons. And it's nice to have some friends where they have some notes who can really have your back, so that you don't have to spend hours and hours catching up. You have the notes ready and you can just move on. And last thing about this first point, I know it's taking long, but this is the longest point so far. The rest will be quick. I try and make friends with older students as well, especially at the beginning, especially at Father Weekend or Freshers Weekend. This is a great opportunity to make as many friends in the older years. By you doing this is great for you, because them being the older years, they have a lot more experience in this medical university, and hence you guys can go crazy and ask all sorts of questions, everything from study techniques, how do you prep for exams, ask them some advice as well. And the older years will definitely help, there's no doubt about this. Don't compare yourself to other people. Now this applies to all scenarios, to how people dress, to how people study, to how people talk, to how people behave, and to how people party. When you're going to university, you're going to be surrounded by so many people from different countries, from different backgrounds, and hence people have different interests, have different behaviors, have different study patterns, and you just have to stick with what goes with you, and you have to find your own path, you have to find your own interests, what suits you and what's comfortable with you. For example, you have people who party all the time and study less, but they pass exams pretty well. Now, just because they do that, it does not mean that it is the right way, and hence it might not suit you. And also, it does not mean that, let's say, what you're doing is, let's say, for example, you might be partying less, but studying more and doing well in the exams. That does not mean that that is wrong, for example. And generally, when it comes to comparing ourselves, this is something that everyone does, even myself. We all do this. But what we can do is we can control that, and we can allow ourselves to not compare ourselves too much, because no matter how successful you are, no matter how many papers you've written and so on, there will always be someone out there who is smarter than you, stronger than you, richer than you, wealthy than you, more successful than you, and that's just life. So hence, you cannot always be comparing yourself, being, oh, you know what, I wrote 65 scientific articles, but that guy wrote 150. Okay, so but then you also have people who only wrote 2 scientific articles. So don't always be comparing yourselves to those people and hence putting yourself down. Appreciate what you have done, appreciate your current achievement, and what you can do for people like that. You can maybe set a goal to be like, you know what, I've done 65, but you know what, my goal is to do 85 or 100, and I'll get there, but I am doing good though. So in other words, make sure that you appreciate yourself and don't always compare yourself to other people. Next is now, don't buy textbooks before coming to university, guys. If you've been following my channel, then I'm sure you know this. In fact, I've made 2 separate videos dedicated to this, one here and one here, so make sure to go and check out these 2 videos completely dedicated to this topic. The beginning, universities are going to say, you need these books and so on and so forth, but honestly, you don't need them. You will be surprised. But anyway, check these 2 videos out and you will know more about them. Next one, now don't start studying before medical school, okay? Don't. I know some of you at the beginning, when you've got accepted into medical school, you're pumped, you're motivated, you're full of energy, you want to be at the top of your class for medical school, of course, and that's a great feeling. Keep that motivation, keep that fire, keep it for when you actually start medical university. Don't do it and burn it off already before. First off, where do you even start studying? What, you just start studying anatomy just like that? Okay, even if you go buy an anatomy book, you don't know how much in detail you have to study. Okay, you're just going to burn yourself out because you have no guide, you have nothing. You're just doing a freelance study. When you get accepted into medical university, so that will be during the summer holidays, as the name says, summer holidays, use that up, okay? Make sure you enjoy yourself with friends and families, go for vacations, do whatever you want to do that's fun to you. Enjoy every single day, because when you start medical university, the only thing you're going to be doing is studying for the majority of the time, and you're not going to be able to see your friends and families as much, and you're not going to be able to do the things that you like as much. So guys, don't burn yourself out. Honestly, don't. I know the intentions are good, but honestly, trust me, man don't want to be doing that, fam. You feel me, bro? You get me? Find your optimum study environment. So obviously different people are different, everyone has different study environments. Some people study very well in complete silence, so that being in a library or in their room. Some people like to actually put music on and study, depending on what types of music and so on. Some people like to actually study outside of their room. Some people don't like to study in their room. Some people like to study at a library or at a cafe or even at a restaurant and they like the noise. Or some people also like to study at a cafe and restaurant, but then they don't like the noise and hence they put noise cancelling earphones and so on. So people have different study environments, and guys, at the beginning I would encourage you to try these different things. Try the first week studying in your room, try the second week studying at a cafe with some earphones, some music, or put white noise, which if you type on YouTube, white noise, and if you listen to that, that's just a noise at the same frequency, and hence it's a way of kind of blocking sound outside. It's good to know at the beginning as to what is your optimum study environment, so you know that you can perform the best in this and this type of environment. And so there is no right or wrong environment. Again, as I said, it's all about you. For me, I cannot do that. For me, I need pure silence. So either I'm in my room or I'm in the library, or I can be at a cafe, but I would have to have white noise or some sort of noise cancelling headphones or earphones. And also remember, again, at the beginning when making friends and so on, as I was saying, be true to yourself, okay? Just because some of your other mates in your friend group, let's say if they like the cafe and so on, and they can study very well with the noise and so on, but let's say if you're someone who actually cannot study very well in a cafe, cafe, even though you put earphones on, then it's okay to say, hey guys, for me honestly, studying in a cafe with the noise, even though I put my earphones on, doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go to the library because I need silence. And that's it, guys. Okay, be true to yourself. Don't go there just because to suit them. You're gonna just be wasting your time. You're not gonna be efficient in that 1 to 2 hours. Only they are. And at the end of the day, you are gonna be writing your own exam, not them. Now, explore different study techniques. At the beginning, I'm sure now all of you studied extremely hard when getting into med school, so I'm sure a lot of you know how to study, but medicine is different. Okay, you have all sorts of subjects, you have all types of information that you need to know, and hence sometimes it's good to change up your study technique. And at the beginning, don't be afraid to change up your study technique. There's nothing wrong in that. Okay, people write down things on paper constantly until they remember. People like to just, once they make their notes, they highlight, and some people, they just read through their notes and that's how they remember. Some people just like doing questions, some people like actually studying with friends and hence having that sort of competitive sort of environment. Some people also like recording themselves reading their notes and hence listening to it whilst they're cooking, whilst they're, doing cleaning or something. So there are different study techniques out there. Make sure to go and check them out on YouTube and so on, but I'm saying don't be afraid to change it up once in a while. Next, now stick to your syllabus, stick to your lecture topics. Okay, I know at the beginning you want to excel, you want to be the best in class, but guys, the lectures, the tutorials, the seminars that you get taught by your teachers are what you actually need to pass the exam and to do well. And to be honest, it's more than enough information. If you go take a book and start reading off track at the beginning, if you have time, okay, that's good for you in that sense, but that is not an efficient way of studying, because the amount of material you're already going to get from the lectures, seminars, tutorials itself are going to be a lot, let alone putting yourself through that extra effort to then studying something off track. It's not worth it. You're not going to remember it. You're going to spend way too long, and if you keep on doing this for every subject, you are going to burn out. Remember, medicine is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's something that you're going to be doing for a very long time, so don't worry, you will have plenty of years to gather up all that extra bit of knowledge that one has to get. Remember that medical school, you go through different subjects so that one experiences the different specialities, and hence one can make up their mind at the end, saying to themselves, what doctor I would like to become. Once you choose your speciality, then you can read as much as you want in that specific field. Guys, then you'll have plenty of time to just absorb all that extra information. But for now, try and stick to it, okay? Obviously, if you have the time, if you can do it, if you're a superhuman, go for it. But I'm telling you, realistically, it's not realistic. In fact, you know what? No, scratch that. No one here is a superhuman, okay? Even if you're someone who studies 15 hours a day, you will burn out. You don't want to burn out the beginning of halfway through of a heavy, dense course like medical university, because you're going to fall behind. Ain't going to be good for you, boy. So just stick to the lectures, stick to those are plenty. Money management. Now, this is going to be a very difficult thing to do, especially in the first couple of months. For the first time, you are going to be having everything on a budget, for majority of you that is, and when you have this monthly budget, you have to be able to use that money to pay off your rent, your weekly food expenses, and then some of the money either you want to save up for something or for social life, for entertainment. What I would recommend is that after the first month or two, you look back at your monthly expenses and divide them into rent, food, entertainment, let's say, and divide them up and see how much you're spending, and then try and keep a budget for each thing for the next month. And yeah, next is time management and managing your university tasks. Now, let's start with time management. Time management is crucial in medical school and generally in life, and it's a skill that you're just going to be constantly improving throughout medical school. Try your hardest to somehow make some sort of daily schedule, some sort of plan every day, so that you can do a little bit of everything in that day and have a balanced day. Obviously, except for days when when it's a few days before exams, obviously the whole day is just exam, but still, generally throughout medical school you want to have balanced days where you have a bit of fun, where you do some exercise, where you eat, and obviously study and relax. For example, for majority of the mornings I wake up, I make a to-do list, so the things I need to, let's say, achieve for today. Well, I mean when things were normal, so before COVID. Now things are all messed up, and let's say that I have classes on a Monday where I have lectures from 11:30 to 1 and from 3 to 4:30, and the things that I would like to achieve today are going to the gym, finishing off some notes, start editing the next YouTube video, throwing the bin, and cooking some food. So in that case, I would then wake up at around 8 o'clock, go to the gym and come back. I'll be back by 10, that being going there and coming back 2 hours. Then from 10 to 11:30 I have an hour and a half, so I have time to freshen up, have something to eat, and I would actually start editing my next YouTube video. video. Now on the way out to the lecture, I will throw my bin and then I'll be back by 1:15. Then from 1:15, let's say till 3 o'clock, in that time I will then actually start, either I will continue with my editing of the YouTube video or I will actually start making notes. And after that, after the lecture, I'll come back at around 4 o'clock. I'll be quite tired by that day, so I will definitely give myself some time to relax. And for me, relaxation actually is cooking, is one of the ways. So I'll actually start cooking or just chill and have dinner, and then I have the rest of the day to finish off the notes or trying to finish off any other things on the to-do list. So it's really good to have that. At the end of the day, there is that sense of satisfaction of just ticking off those things. So definitely try and manage your time and make a schedule. Now, in the same point, when it comes to managing your university tasks, guys, again, it's all about time management, how you manage your time, and try hardest to not leave things till the last minute, that being homeworks or obviously studying for exams and so on. Try hardest. Now in Poland, things can get so hectic where sometimes you have to actually leave some subjects last minute in order to finish the other subjects. Sometimes it can get that hectic, but again, obviously not saying that's a good thing, but still try hardest to not leave things till the end. It's just super stressful. Learn to cook. Oh my god, this is so important. Now if anybody says I cannot cook, that is now just think about this, okay? We're all animals. Animals in the jungle, they all need to eat food, that either being by hunting or stealing and so on. So all animals have the natural ability to somehow get food. Same way us being the most intelligent animal species, and the way for us to get food is by cooking our food. So if you think about it, we all have the natural ability to cook. We have the ability, but it's just that some of us are just exposed to it less, and hence are also lazy. Cooking is easy. It saves so much money. It saves your health. It saves your body. It makes you feel good. And you know what? It's an amazing skill to have. Now, nobody will be stopping you from eating out every single day or every second day. But at the end of the month, you are going to see a dent in your bank balance and a dent in how your body is, how your health is. You're going to add a bit more weight. You're going to feel sloppy. You're going to feel tired, lethargic, heavy. You don't want that. You're young. Hence, making our own meals is going to save us so much money. And you'll be surprised if you just follow a YouTube video or a cookbook and you buy the exact ingredients, you do what they say, you will actually make a very delicious meal. You will be so surprised. I love cooking, okay, and I've made so many meals, and these are some of the meals that I've made. If I can make these meals, guys, then I'm sure you can. Now also, don't get me wrong, we all do order takeaways. We do at times when it is too hectic, when there is no time to cook. I've also ordered it as well, but it will be maybe once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks, or if it's exam time, a bit more than that. But that's it. Now, as I showed you, those are some of the different foods that I have cooked. So guys, maybe if you would like me to do a cooking series of simple things to cook for university students, well, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe I can start planning that. Now guys, the last point, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Do extracurricular activities. Now guys, you have gotten accepted into medical school. For the next 6 years, well in Poland that is, you're going to be in medical school, and at the end of it you are going to graduate, you are going to become a doctor. So now make sure that in these 6 years you have fun. Party, socialize with your friends, go to bars, go to nightclubs, go for quiz nights, go for like dinner nights, you know, make some events with your friends, play games together, play board games together, go traveling, experience the country that you're going to be studying in. If you're studying in Poland, Poland is very beautiful, as I've mentioned. Make sure to go and check out my other vlogs as well. These 6 years that you're going to have in medical school is going to be some of the best years of your life, and it will be such a shame at the end of the 6 years that you will have no good fun memories. So hence, don't devote all your time on just studying. First off, one cannot do it. You will burn out, and as I said earlier, you don't want to burn out in medical school. You want to have some fuel for every semester so you can carry on the studying, and hence make sure you do the things that you love. Make sure you do the things that you enjoy. Learn some new skills along the way. Learn a new language, maybe start a business, maybe do a YouTube channel, go into sports, have some sort of leisure activities, meet up with your friends, and so on and so forth. Have fun, guys, have fun. Don't miss out. It will be so silly, honestly, and you will regret it at the end. Even if you're someone who is an introvert, that's okay. Maybe partying is not your thing, and that's perfectly fine. Honestly, partying doesn't mean going to nightclubs and bars is not the only way of having fun. Honestly, it's not. There are other ways of doing it. Maybe doing game nights, as I said, okay? just making some cool little things, even in your dorm rooms. Invite a few people around, have some fun. It's 6 years, it's a long time. You know, at the end of medical school, wouldn't it be quite cool to say, you know what, I became a doctor, but I also learned a new language, I learned how to code, or I read, 50 books, or, some sort of other achievement. You will feel great. And also, wouldn't it be cool to say, man, I had an amazing time at medical school. And also remember, as I said, medicine is not a sprint, it's a marathon, guys. You're going to be studying after medical school. 6 years is just the beginning, then it's another 5, 6, 10 years, whatever, to become whatever specialty. So you're going to constantly be studying. And after you finish medical university, you are going to become a doctor. That means you're going to have responsibilities, some serious responsibilities. You're going to have patients' lives on your hands. After medical school is not the time for you to particularly have all the fun and to do all the partying, to do all the traveling. Not that much. It's not going to be as much as in university. This is a great time to do it. I'm not saying that you cannot, of course, after medical school, if you want to take a gap year, go for it. But I think you understand what I'm trying to say. And there you have it, guys. And so, guys, if you've actually come to the end of the video, it'd be really, really nice if you could actually add in the comment section below a syringe emoji like this. It would be nice for me to know, to see how many people actually watch the whole video, because it's quite a long video. And so, guys, please make sure to do that. It would really mean a lot to me. I want to wish you all the luck and all the success in medical school. Okay, you're gonna smash first year. As long as you remember these points, guys, take the points that I said seriously, and you're gonna be just fine. So, guys, if you've come to the end of the video, as I said, and if you've enjoyed the video and you've actually learned something, please make sure to drop a like. And if you want to see more, as always, hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Whew, damn. It's a long ass video.